Hello Electroheads! So yesterday I was browsing through the comments of some of our recent videos looking for inspiration and ideas for future videos, as I often do. And I found a really interesting comment on Richard's recent video about the Dacia Spring, which I wanted to share with you today. A video which, by the way, got way more views than we ever thought it was going to. I think it's on like 65,000 views at the moment, which is kind of weird because my well-researched video about the Nikola Motors disaster is only on like 3K. Huh. Salty. No. So let's see, where is that comment that I saw the other day? Ah, here it is. I noticed you haven't covered one MG EV, and I'm not into the whole British things with brands, but some Brits aren't into the whole China-made cars thing. To be honest, China make the best EVs, and all the big car manufacturers like VW wouldn't be signing contracts with Chinese car makers if they didn't think that there was quality and money to be made. So let's see an MG review. So that's actually a really interesting comment, which granted got weirdly racial in the middle there, but makes some very good points. We have never mentioned MG on this channel, and truthfully, that's because I always thought of them as being really boring. But actually, the company is currently undergoing a really fascinating transition. And having done a bit of research, I really think there's a chance MG could go on to sell some really important cars in the next few years. So let's talk MG. But first, just do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, check the bell icon so you don't miss the blah blah blah. I know it's annoying to say, but it really helps the channel grow, so do it!
Ooh, you're hard.
So as you may know, MG is an iconic British car maker, most famous for the fizzy two-seater sports cars of the 60s and 70s. These things are British icons. In fact, if you are British and your family is British, there's like a 90% chance one of your grandparents had an MG sports car. Here's a photo of my grandpa's one. In the decades since then, however, MG has had a bit of a stinker. The company has been bought and sold, releasing a string of very unsuccessful cars along the way. Most recently, the MG name was sold to a massive state-owned Chinese conglomerate called SAIC, or SAIC for short. And SAIC has big plans for MG. Do you remember when Geely, that giant Chinese company, bought Volvo and Lotus, pumped money and resources into them and completely revitalized the brands? Well, SAIC has a similar kind of plan for MG. And you can believe that they've got the resources to get it done, because SAIC also happens to be China's biggest car maker. Last year, they sold over 5 million cars across their various brands. They also have partnerships with VW and General Motors, both of whom they build cars for. Like I said, big company. And with this Chinese powerhouse now running the show, MG really looks like it's undergoing a bit of a second coming. For the first time in I don't know how long, they actually have a range of all new cars on sale, including, crucially, 2 EVs, the MG5 and the MG ZS. But let me just be very honest with you for a second. Do these cars fill me with excitement? No. Do I want one? No. Do they look like someone tried to draw a VW Passat and Mazda CX-30 from memory? They really do. But much like when you watch one of Richard's videos on this channel, you have to look past the boring face and realize that there is something interesting here.
I hate you.
Richard's filming for me today. The MG5 may well be the most perfectly charmless piece of design in automotive history. If there were awards for most forgettable design, it wouldn't win, because the people judging the competition would forget about it. But, it also happens to be quite possibly the best value electric car in the UK right now. Because this spacious electric family estate car, which has 214 miles of range, comes in at less than 25 grand after the government EV grant. That is cheaper than a base Nissan Leaf, which has 50 miles less range. It's cheaper than a Renault Zoe, which is significantly less spacious. It is, objectively speaking, a f***ing bargain. And as I've said a million times on this channel, what the world really needs to get this whole electric thing going quicker is not more 2 million horsepower hypercars or £100,000 luxury EVs. What we need is more affordable, practical EVs. And whatever you may think of the MG5 and its deeply troubling face, it is both of those things. And what's more, MG has the means to make lots more affordable EVs. It's estimated that SAIC, the Chinese parent company, has the facilities to build some 300,000 electric car batteries every year. MG has the money, it has the batteries. All it needs now is a little bit of sex. MG has done the hard bit, now it needs to address its brand image. It needs to do something to make the MG badge desirable again, like, I don't know, off the top of my head, make some sort of stylish, electric, sporty coupe type car? I don't know. Wait, what's that? No. Are they? Well, they actually are. Welcome, my friends, to the MG E-Motion. God, that's a bad name. This all-electric sports coupe was first unveiled as a concept back at the 2017 Shanghai Motor Show, and next year, we're getting a real one. That's right, the world's first electric production coupe is going to be a Chinese MG. If you'd said that sentence to my grandpa, he would have been so confused. Look at this MG. It's got scissor doors. It's got a wraparound panoramic sunroof. None of these things are going to make it to production, but still, this is a seriously smart piece of design and exactly what my eyes needed after looking at, get it off. Let's just no more of that one, okay? It is a seriously smart piece of design, and if the specs are anything close to the concept-y specs, twin motor, 0 to 60 sub 4 seconds, all-wheel drive, it should be a lot of fun as well. This is the missing piece to MG's resurgence. It is exactly the car that the brand needs. It's interesting, it's cool, and it's seriously bold. No one else has tackled the electric sports coupe yet, and by being the first, MG is going to generate some serious buzz that they will hopefully capitalize on by building lots more affordable EVs that aren't ugly. But best of all, this new MG sports car will connect the new MG to its glorious past. I realise that this is a far cry from the shouty little lightweight sports cars that my grandparents loved, but they do have something in common. They're both built with driver enjoyment in mind, and that's something. I'm not one for nostalgia, I'm certainly not one for patriotism, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me feel a little bit warm inside to know that soon there's going to be a new trailblazing MG sports car on the road. It's a long road ahead for MG, and I'm not sold yet. But with Chinese backing, competitive pricing, and ambitious plans for the future, now might be the time to start taking MG a little bit more seriously. Let us know in the comments down below, what do you think of the resurgence of MG? Is this thing going to happen, or am I talking complete nonsense again? Also, there were a lot of comments on Richard's Dacia video saying that people wouldn't feel super comfortable buying a car manufactured in China. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Let us know down below. Let's have a civilized discussion. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.